It's going.
All right.
You saw me push the button.
Okay. Well, here we are. The family of 5. Finally.
The family of 6 if you include Randall.
Yep.
Underneath the table.
My favorite
underneath
one sometimes.
Yeah. He's been going into my room ever since when it storms lately. And he's
really?
never in my room.
Does he go on your bed or just on the
No,
floor?
he can't get up there.
That's
There's no
so
step
mean,
stool for
Lucas.
him.
Like during the day?
That's not mean. He physically can't jump
No,
up there.
I know, but like, why don't we
That's
put
not
a
even,
step
you don't
stool
even have a
for
high
him?
bed
That's-
though.
that's
He
so
just doesn't go
mean.
up there.
Oh, well, maybe because your bed
But
is
during the
smelly.
day?
Maybe because he just
During the
doesn't
day,
like you.
whenever it rains, he'll go in there. Only.
He gets scared of storms.
He gets
That's
scared.
when
I
he
know
used to come to
that.
my-
He's usually
This
in
is
our
like
bed
the
at
worst intro ever.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, it's not.
night. This is the Be Quiet podcast.
It doesn't matter if the intro is bad anymore because you get the... You...
I didn't pick it off of there. It was already
Wow.
off. It was already off. Yes, it
No.
100%
It's already
was.
off in
Yeah.
episode 10.
You're still picking more now. Stop it. Oh
That,
my God.
I think
That's about
you could
chaotic.
probably make a compilation for every time someone's
picking.
me calling out someone for picking
Yes.
at that, and it's always been at least like barely on, and no one's touched it for the past like 5 weeks. It's like a peel in like the plastic of the table,
Okay, it
and
was-
now it's officially
No, because it was
Torn
no,
a
because
big
it was
hole.
off, and then it was just like put on there, like someone
Oh,
like
I don't know
Jack
about that.
Dunn probably. I don't know.
I don't know about
I
that. That
just,
is
like,
where he was
put it
sitting
on
last, I
there.
think. Or no, he was sitting over there. where
No,
mine
it was
is.
100% not me.
That's where Sandquist was sitting.
Chloe thinks she can do anything now.
Oh yeah.
Now that she's the reserve champion
Yeah.
of Netherland Dwarf.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Rabbits
senior show reserve champion senior show person.
Yeah, so now
Stay
she
fair.
thinks she could just
I can just do anything, Lucas.
do
Yeah.
whatever she wants.
Trade in that trophy for a new table for me.
Yeah.
No, I could have gotten
Trade in that
cool
trophy
chairs
for,
if I won interviews, but I didn't.
Could have got
Now
a
we're
new
talking
camping
about
chair.
rabbits.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
Yeah. So
No.
this is the last day before I leave for college,
Yep.
and
I'll say before I get
less
2 rooms.
less than 12 hours.
yeah, less than 12 hours.
Oh, boy.
What? 12?
Well,
We're gonna leave.
what time is it now?
It is 9:49.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
12 hours and 11 minutes we're leaving.
We're going to leave at 10
10?
tomorrow.
Okay, thank God.
Okay, I have to leave this house at like 6:10 in the morning.
Yeah, but you're not leaving.
Wait, what about me?
Who's
move
bringing
out.
you?
I
We can't say their names.
Oh,
These people.
These people haven't been on your podcast yet. So.
oh, it doesn't really matter.
And they will never.
As long as
It's
you're
a
not talking
fam-
smack about them.
It's a family
It's a
that's
family.
in the 4-H.
Oh.
And not where.
You can't say 4-H. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't need to say anything more.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so Lucas is
I've
leaving
just-
the nest tomorrow.
Yeah, I've decided to invite you guys on so you guys can talk about how much you're gonna miss me and how this house
Spit out his drink.
is gonna go downhill as soon as I'm gone.
I think everything is just gonna be cleaner because we won't have Lucas messing anything up anymore.
Oh,
when
come
I
on.
go to college.
That'll be I'm like the last one who messes things up.
Yeah, that was like a joke. That was,
Okay.
like, the bit,
No, Mom
okay.
is the last one who messes things up.
Okay,
No.
Thank
Mom's
you,
like
Henry.
the mom's like the second one who messes
Henry
things
is
up.
always such
It
a
goes
Mom
like
always
boy.
is like has like her like
Bills,
like-
like her papers and stuff.
bowls and stuff right on the coffee table.
You should see
like
her desk
pistachios.
Oh, you guys don't even start.
Yeah,
It's like
we're just
Henry,
right now.
Mom, me,
No.
Dad.
No, what about
Lucas.
what about Harvey?
I agree with that.
Count.
Okay, that's fair. Henry is definitely the worst.
Henry's
though.
definitely the worst.
I'd say it's all not only is it like all of us, it's not only like just one specific person, but it's like someone starting to do some chore and then like not finishing it. So it's like
Yeah.
half the laundry's out, or like all my thank you cards are like on the ground and stuff like
Because
that.
they
Thank you,
are.
guys, for your graduation
It's like
party
almost
in
like I said that for a
June.
reason.
The electrical stuff is half done because I
Yeah,
didn't do that.
Yeah, we have cream colored light switches with white
with white.
plates
Yeah.
with white outlet
To be
plates.
fair, that's your guys' fault more than it is mine.
How's
How's
that
that
any-
our
how's that any-
fault? Oh, it's the internet. You can't shut off the
because I
internet.
have to shut the power off to do the
Okay,
light
that was
switches.
kind of mom's fault. She was working.
Then
That is not my fault.
You shut
guys
off the
say,
internet like
who
two.
shut off the Wi-Fi? Who
Well,
shut off the
if
Wi-Fi?
you told us that you would shut it off, but you never do.
Well, Henry hasn't been having a problem with the Wi-Fi the past couple of weeks because he hasn't been able to use the Switch until just recently.
Yeah.
Because his Fortnite's been not working. I mean, you don't even need the power for your Switch because it just...
What?
You don't need the power for if the power shuts off for 15 minutes and you have the Switch, it doesn't need to be plugged in 24/7
No.
because it's a handheld device.
But his Switch is bad.
Well,
I thought. Isn't it
And-
broken?
But the
You
Wi-Fi
shouldn't
is
need the
plugged in.
Switch all the time anyway.
Yeah, Henry,
Yeah.
you should really
You can
read a
draw.
book. Luke, Henry, I have a really good book for you. It's called I Am Jack. Ask Lucas. He really likes that
No,
book.
it's. No.
okay. So I have some topics so we can talk about
Oh,
some topical
boy.
topics.
Fortnite.
I have
If
a
we talk
question
about
for each.
Fortnite,
I have a question for each of you
Oh boy.
that I think you guys will all like.
Is it, the
Is it
same
is it like a
question?
would
It's
you
a different
rather?
question. No. So Chloe, what is your opinion on this season of Big Brother?
I have not watched any bit of it.
What's your opinion? Like, what do you know about this season?
Okay, so I know that there's someone named Tiffany because I got really confused
yeah,
for a
there's a
minute.
person named Tiffany.
There's someone like in a box maybe.
No.
Well, there was someone in that like booth, like the isolation thing.
Oh yeah, someone had to be isolated for 24 hours.
Yeah, and then there was like you got mad. I came down early one night, and you were yelling at the people because someone like evicted the person that you didn't want to be evicted or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like it was
No
it was
spoiler,
not
though.
it was not as
spoiler.
bad as McCrae though.
Oh no,
When
definitely
McCrae got
not. Well,
I
McCrae
think-
got screwed because he was.
Okay, yeah,
everyone
he
made
did.
an alliance against just him.
Remember when you cried like a baby when the Craig got
When I was like 10 years old.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but
Well, let's think about this. That
I think
was
we
Big Brother
recorded
season 15,
okay.
and that was 8 years ago, and I'm 18.
Oh,
Okay,
Well,
actually.
you did cry like a big baby.
Well,
Anyway,
Anyway.
I mean, at
I'm
least
just
he
trying
knew how
to. You know
swim.
what?
Yep.
McCrae currently works at like a fucking.
maybe he's listening.
He
right
worked.
now.
Yeah, he could.
McCrae. if you're
McCrae
listening
works
to
at
this,
like a gas
reach out
station,
to
so
Lucas.
that $500,000 could have saved a man's
I
life.
know.
I thought he was like a pizza delivery boy.
Yeah, and then he switched jobs as you do
Oh.
when you're a pizza delivery boy.
Okay,
So he
McCrae.
He quit
if you're
for 3
listening to
months. He took a
you
3
should
month
come on the
sabbatical.
Be Quiet
Yeah, maybe you
podcast.
should come on the podcast.
McCrae,
with
if
you.
you're on
He
here,
would be.
come on
I think
to the
I'd
podcast.
almost be just as excited to have McCrae from
As
Big Brother
you-
15 as
as
Jason
Jason
Kubel.
Oh my god.
McCrae is just as legendary as Jason
What if they're
Kubel.
on together?
Oh my God, McCrae
Minnesota
and,
legends.
That would
McCrae and
be
Jason
Ben-
Kubel.
Who else from Minnesota could we have? Mike Lindell from My Pillow.
Meat sauce from the K-Fan.
Oh my God. They probably all know They probably like.
all heard of each other.
Yeah, McCrae. Well,
McCrae.
McCrae probably knows who Meat Sauce is, but that's probably it. Jason Kubel probably knows who Meat Sauce is.
Meat Sauce probably
and
knows
Meat
who
Sauce
Jason.
probably knows who Jason Kubel is.
Okay, speaking of meat sauce, guess who? Guys, everyone on the Cut, everyone who's listening right now, guess who I met today? I met meat sauce Paul Lambert, and it was probably the greatest experience of my life.
Really?
You met him too, Dad.
Was it the
I have a
greatest?
picture-
It was
I have a
one
picture
of-
of you and him.
Yep.
The other day, I was thinking about Twilight, like the saga of books, and I remembered that me and Dad and a couple of my family members went to watch Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2 in theaters in 2012. And offhandedly, I said that was the best thing that happened to me in 2012. Henry was born in 2012.
Really?
You didn't know?
That was the best thing that happened to you in 2012?
Yeah.
I had a pretty
actually.
bad 2012, actually. 2012 and 2013 were like the worst years of my life.
'Cause I
Actually,
was-
the only good thing that
Why?
the best thing that happened in 2012 was Ian winning Big Brother season 14. Not Henry being born.
Jeez.
Well, Henry in his first year of birth was terrible because he had like the disease on his
staph
face.
infection.
Yeah.
He had, like,
And we always had to
eczema,
we'd be in the back of his car and he'd like have crap on his face and like we'd have to put like socks on his hands so he wouldn't
We'd
itch.
have to
He'd
put the-
still like itching with his socks, like taking the socks off. So we'd always have to be watching him and stuff.
Yeah, he
It
was
was
like
terrible.
dig at his face. Ugh.
No, that's
That
when
was
I was like
nasty.
4.
No, but you had it worse. You had it like bad, not as bad as you did when you were in preschool. But when you were a baby,
Yeah,
it was like
that was really bad. I was telling Jack Dunn the other day, or when we were at the state fair yesterday, about that time that it was in second grade. It was second grade, and I was like playing video games in the basement, and you got a note from the second grade teacher who said, Lucas, it has a bad cough, and when he coughs, it sounds like a dog barking, and which everyone knows. I have like a weird sounding cough, and so it sounds like Chloe laughing. And then you were like, we gotta take you to the clinic. So then we had to like spend all night going to like the West Metro to find a minute clinic. It was closed. We go to another minute clinic, and then they're just like, oh yeah, he just coughs like that.
I thought you had bronchitis.
No.
What is
So
it?
was
I
that
cough.
when your friend had cancer? And we
No,
needed to
it was
make
after he
sure-
had cancer. Because he was
Well,
cancer-free in second grade.
sometimes when you have a bark like that, then you have a what's it called?
Stop barking.
A dog.
No, it's a certain type of
Oh my god.
sickness.
Tuberculosis.
No,
Yeah.
You could have
I
consumption.
can't think of the name of
Whooping
it.
cough.
Yeah.
Hawks.
All right. So
Okay.
now that was the Big
That
Brother
was-
was my first topic
That was
Okay.
my
for
question.
Chloe's question. My question for you, Dad, is what is your opinion of OnlyFans reverting its terms to
is
banning adult content to not banning it anymore?
What?
So, if I'm not mistaken,
What is this?
this is like an app or a website that people can go on and like pay money or subscribe to, usually young ladies.
Of course you would know. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
I'm kidding.
I think that's right. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then,
How do you know?
but now they saying they can't do any adult content.
Yeah.
Which is the whole
So-
point
so
of
Which is,
having
lit-
it.
that-
which is like 99%.
So there's all
of the
these
content.
memes. All I know is these memes saying, you know, only fans,
Yeah.
Yes.
girls trying to get new job or have to get new jobs now.
Yeah. There was a tweet that someone who posted, like someone on the internet posted, it said, no, all you guys got to get a real job. And all the comments were, you play Fortnite for a living.
Yeah, it was yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know?
How do I know?
Can I
play
can
Fortnite?
No one's talking about you.
Oh.
no one's can I say my opinion on this, or am I too young?
Well, I
I think
I kind of was
that-
just talking about it as a joke.
When I think that sucks because
That they're reverting it?
Yeah,
Well, now they're not
because-
doing it anymore. Because
They're not
they got so
reverting
much.
it anymore?
Yeah, they
Okay.
got so much backlash.
I think that one chick, I don't remember her name, like messed it all up because she
Bella
made,
Thorne?
Yeah, she made people like pay way too much money to see like her adult content.
But if people are willing to pay, then why don't they? Who cares?
The reasoning,
I don't know.
the
It's
reason
like
that the reason
market,
that they
it's like
did it is
economy.
because they use all these people to build up their website, and then they're like, "Oh, we can get more ads if we ban adult content. So let's just screw all these people." So, but for all the sex workers, doing that is much more of a safe environment than typical work that they could be doing.
Than typical.
So it's kind
I
of
can't say that word.
bad to screw over all these people. All right, Mom, what's your opinion of the Martin Luther King Jr. Fortnite creative app?
I have no idea.
Why
what
would
it
they
is.
put
Okay,
that
you
in?
know
They
who
added
I
a
know.
Martin
Martin
they added a because it's like I didn't even we're like it's not even Martin Luther King Jr. Day, it's August.
Yeah.
But August is when the March on Washington happened. So if in Fortnite there's a thing you can do where you can do a simulation. I'm honest to God, you can do a simulation of the March on Washington.
Dude, I'll grab my Switch and
You
show
can use any skin you want. So you could be doing the March on Washington with Rick Sanchez.
Or the
That big
Mandalorian.
banana skin.
Yeah, and you can do any emote you want. So someone tweeted like, my grandmother in 1963 attended the March on Washington, and now in 2021, her grandson is doing the Fortnite March on Washington as Fedora Joker doing the 2C slide.
What does that even mean?
It's like
I think
I
Mom
know.
understood like half of those.
So do you think
No,
that's
God, Henry,
like
please stop doing the dance.
and like they
How does that get
Like
even
why?
okay?
Like why did they? No. Why did they? Like what's the point of this?
oh no
It seems disrespectful.
Yeah, it does.
Did you know that?
because
Do they have any
Can I
other
start
things
talking about
like
conspiracy?
that?
they have they literally in the thing you could like he's like talking like they have the speech playing like
my
I have the
God,
dream
do?
speech and like they have like the
Wow, like
colored
people are killing each other with the
no It's like a Fortnite event. It's not like an event. It's like a creative map.
It's not like
It's like someone made a
You
custom
can't
map.
drop in
Grande
on the party
event.
bus.
No, there's no
Golden
guns
Star.
and stuff.
Okay.
It just seems weird.
No, like there's like a picture that people keep showing of like because I
What
got
if,
like
what if his kids and stuff say? Like,
I don't know.
I'm just shocked that they did it.
And like PlayStation had like a serious tweet, like a picture of him with like the Fortnite logo or like the PlayStation logo.
Seriously?
No.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah.
All right,
president
Henry,
canceled.
what is your opinion of the Taliban invasion of the Afghanistan capital?
What is that?
What? How are you so uninformed on the news?
Henry, we're gonna cancel you.
Did you like get all these mixed up? These questions.
No,
That's the joke.
That's the bit. Is that he's like purposely doing things. Henry,
Come on, Henry.
So
do you
Taliban
think that we
is,
should have
like,
pulled out of
Al-Qaeda,
Afghanistan
I
or
think.
not?
I don't know what that is.
Do you think that it was a great political
you
decision by the president to do that?
Henry, the
Some-
Taliban is the bad. Henry, the Taliban is like the guys you shoot in Fortnite.
No.
It's like not Martin Luther King.
I don't know what to say.
Oh my God.
Henry's too worried to talk on political standings.
Yeah, he doesn't want. He doesn't want to get
I don't
political.
like politics.
Okay,
Right, there you
That's good.
there you go. That's what you say to anyone.
I like Fortnite.
Yeah, you should have got the Fortnite.
So, what's your opinion of the Martin Luther King Jr. mode?
Did you see it?
No.
No, we haven't. Me and Jack and Henry were gonna do it as a joke.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you should have got
Wow,
that
that's a
one.
lot of dead air.
Dead
Thanks,
air.
Henry.
That's an episode of NCIS.
Okay.
They also
Maybe talk
the
about something
Taliban.
else other than that.
Yeah, do you have any more topics?
That
like this?
event.
No, there's no more other. I can't think of any other topics.
Okay, listen.
What's your guys'
Okay.
opinion of the state fair?
I really liked it. I'm going back tomorrow. I've been there since Wednesday, so I've been there before it opened to public because I'm bougie and I have livestock.
I'm glad I'm home.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we had a fun time, but I'm tired and
I have to
I'm
go back tomorrow.
a little bit sick of fair food.
Yeah.
What?
Mom,
Well,
just
after
kidding.
3 days of eating fair food,
I've eaten the same thing. I think every day.
I know that's the thing. We're not like we don't eat a lot of different variety.
Hmm.
I get
We eat kind
a
of the
footlong
same
hot dog, tater
type of
tots,
thing.
chicken strips,
Yeah.
all healthy food.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Milkshake.
They should do like a deep
Sweet
fried
Martha's.
salad.
We stay really close to the livestock buildings
Yeah,
too.
we
so
don't,
like,
or we
Oh,
go
yeah.
up
Do
to
too many
4-H.
things.
I go up to
Me-
the 4-H. Williams
Me and Jack
yeah.
Dunn did like 1,000,000 laps of the state fair.
we did. We bought something cool today, though. Lucas, you don't even know what we bought.
No.
Wait.
Henry, do you want to
Was it
tell
another
them what
rabbit?
we bought?
Oh, I
No.
wish.
A ninth
No, we
rabbit.
went to
There's
the
2 things
commercial.
we bought.
We went to the commercial
Oh,
building.
no.
Henry, tell them the cool thing we bought.
We bought a state fair puzzle and we bought brooms.
Oh, okay.
New brooms. Tell them what they're like.
Okay.
On one side it's like a broom and then the other side it's like a squeegee.
Yeah.
That's actually sick.
And it's good and get all the fur up.
Wait,
and any.
what on other side of like on one end of it, or like is it like
It's
dual
like a-
bladed like
It's
a
dual-bladed.
Magna Guard?
Yeah.
Like a Magna
Stop
Guard.
doing that.
I'm bored.
So like,
You're on the podcast.
so like when you can like do it on carpet and get like the fur or hair out, and then you can flip it around. So we got one for the garage. And then
Oh,
we
you got 2 of 'em.
for inside.
No, we got
Three?
three of
we
them.
got 3 of them.
How
Oh,
much
and
did
the
those
state.
set you back?
We got one. Well, it was buy one get one free. Then we got an extra one because Henry wanted one.
Well, why couldn't you get a 4th one then?
Because
I know. I
'Cause-
think she screwed us over
No.
on that deal. Yes, she did.
Because we would have had to pay 25 plus 35 to get 4.
Guess how much that would have been?
They're 55.
$55. Guess
Do-
how much
do
I
your
paid?
math.
25
Again,
plus 35
It's
is not 55.
$60.
Okay,
Oh.
guess how much I paid for 3?
47.
No, 51.
Well, because of tax.
Yeah, but I would have.
You would have to pay way more. You'd have to pay
Why do
$60
taxes
plus
do
tax.
Plus, like,
Yeah, but I would have been fine
It
with
was
that. I
not.
would have got
You,
4.
you,
Mom,
it
you
was,
should just go back there and get.
it was like they're
2
they're
more.
all $12.
Yeah,
One is
whatever.
$12.
Mom, you should.
But
You
anyway,
should go back.
so
Wait, it's a
Oh wait,
We're
you're
just
not
the
coming
big
tomorrow.
The big one was.
Oh,
and
and
we
this,
All right, come on.
and we got
Okay.
the new puzzle.
and it's one of those like
The
something's
mix-up.
a miss puzzle.
Okay, Henry, stop messing with that thing.
I'm bored.
Stop it, Henry.
Have you gotten him tested for ADHD yet or no?
No.
Attention deficit hyperactive disorder.
And then, what else did we do?
Did you go through the grandstand the other day?
Oh yeah, I got some new goodies for Christmas.
Yeah.
I got a couple new,
She
few
got
new
Christmas
trees,
decorations.
A couple.
few new trees, and some.
The reason that I'm
pumpkins.
silent during this is because every year I always joke about how my mom is easily persuaded by salesmen. If you can recall a classic podcast episode where she was persuaded by some guy to buy these
Walmart.
massage machines.
Hey, we saw that massager today.
Yeah.
You did?
Whatever
Yeah.
happened to our massager? Where is that in our house?
That
It's
one
upstairs.
from the one.
Oh, the one with like that you put on
The
your back.
Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's upstairs.
I haven't
still
seen that in a
use them?
while.
It's right by where Dad sits.
Oh god. What was I gonna say? Something.
And I
about-
got the ShamWows.
Yeah,
last time
you got
at
the
fair.
ShamWows that
Yeah,
one
the
time.
ShamWows are nice.
That couldn't have been last time.
It was that was before I started showing.
Oh, a couple years ago. at
That
the
was
fair.
That was like the year. I don't remember. Yeah, that was a while ago, Dad. Those ShamWows are old.
Yeah.
Something
Well,
has to be
today I almost stopped. Some guy asked what hurts on my body, and I almost stopped. Kyle or Dad made me move away from it.
I
Yeah.
I
saw.
was like, I almost said
What-
my feet.
What hurts on your body? Let's go. Keep going.
Oh, speaking of mom buying stuff impulsively, this is with me too. 2 years ago, me and Mom bought like $200 worth of hammocks because the salesman was
yeah.
Australian, and I saw some lady carrying around one of those hammocks today in
Me
the
too.
barn.
See, it's worth it though. We like our hammocks.
We
don't
do
you?
like our hammocks.
You guys always complain about the stuff I buy, and then
I
you
never complain
actually
about the
like
stuff
it
you buy.
Well,
afterwards.
not the trees. I don't like the trees.
Oh yeah, the
trees
Christmas
are
tree.
So cute.
Okay,
Come
but
on.
Mom.
I would
We
think
have the
Christmas
big
tree,
one.
not the little
We saw some
tiny
funny
ones.
characters yesterday. I don't want to
Oh my
spoil it
gosh.
because next time Jack Dunn is on, there's like one guy, but we saw there is like these two guys on horses that were going in the road, and they were like
Keep going.
trying to get people out of the way.
Get out of the way!
Yeah, they're being
Was it because of the horses were coming?
because there's a horse carriage
The
coming.
draft horses are coming.
Well, get this. Then there are these people like they were trying to. No one really knew where they're trying to go, but they're trying to get into like
That
the
other-
building.
the big Coliseum.
Yeah,
Coliseum.
exactly.
Yep.
Then this one lady was coming and she was walking faster than everyone else. Like everyone was stopped and she wasn't there when these people started yelling. And she was going and they were like the carriage was close about to make the turn and the people were like get out of the way, get out of the way. And everyone was like get out of the way. And she was probably like what, huh? And so she gets out of the way. And then they after the horse carriage comes in and like the two horses, one lady comes and goes right up to the girl. She's like, "Did you not learn the word stop in first grade?" And it's like, and then I just start laughing, and then I start walking away, and I notice everyone's like staring at them, and Jack was like, "Lucas, get back over here. They're still fighting." And I'm like, "They are?" And I go back over there, and they're still fighting, and I'm like, "This is so funny."
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
Okay, let
god.
me tell them the story. So I've been laughing about these people on the horses because I'm like, they are so serious about their job. Like they think it's like they're guarding
protecting
the
the
president.
president.
Yeah.
They're like, the horses are coming.
Get out of the way!
Oh my god. So I sent a text to my friend Stan.
Uh-huh.
Well, first of all, he likes to like do costumes and stuff, and so like,
Yeah.
did you notice on the cart? So like the carriage
On
or
the
whatever.
draft,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for the
people-
draft horses, they were like all dressed up.
Yeah.
And so I sent him a text and said, "Hey, when you're retired, you could dress up and be like the person on the cart and have your thing." And I said, "Because you like to make always be in different costumes." He's like, "Yeah, that's funny." And they said, "And then if that falls apart, you could really be the guy on the horse,
The guy.
telling people
Tell people to stop.
get out of the way." Because he loves to boss people
Yeah.
around.
I think it was Thursday. I got stuck behind the draft horses.
What are you doing with my pencil? I was using that. I need to use that if I need to write something down to censor.
I put it. First of all, there's like 4 pens underneath.
And
this
that is
pillow.
my pencil for my desk.
Yeah, and I'm borrowing it for 2 seconds to
Oh, I
write
just
down.
broke it.
Holy-
Oh my god.
That's
Oh
my
my God,
work
who
pencil.
Okay, so anyway, I got stuck between.
Look at this.
This isn't even the right pencil. Stop
There we go.
freaking out, Mom. It's just pencil. These are like $2 at Walmart.
Okay, then you can buy mom a new pencil then.
Okay, so anyways, I'm trying to tell my story.
Just watch.
See, look it's fixed. It's fixed.
Okay.
I fixed it.
I see.
Tell the story. Jesus.
So on Friday or Thursday, I got stuck behind the draft horses because I went to go get my chicken tenders, and the way I was walking, I had to cross the road, like the intersection, to get to the thing,
Mm-hmm.
and the people on the horses were screaming. I'm not picking at the thing. They were screaming at this one guy. 'Cause he was walking down the middle, and he had a beer in his hand, so I think he was a little. But he would not.
Henry, what
get
is wrong
out-
with
He
you?
would not get out of the way of these draft horses, and they were coming up. And the people were like getting, like the person like rode his horse up to him and was like, "Get out of the way! Get out of the way for the horses!" And the guy was like, "What horses?" And they was like, "There are big horses!" And he was like, "Oh!" And he started walking over the side, and then the guy on the horse kept following him over.
So, the guys that are yelling
yeah.
are also on horses?
They're on
Yes,
horses.
they're on big.
Yeah,
they're
they're on
on
horses.
Here,
draft
didn't I show
There's
you the
horses
picture?
that have to
I don't
protect
need
the
to
other
see a
horses.
picture. I get
I'm
it.
showing you.
By the way, I just want to say the reason I yelled at Henry a couple minutes ago is because he decided that he was bored, and like John, he goes and sits on the couch. Then he comes over to where the spot was where Chloe was picking at the table and started picking at the same spot.
I tried to get Chloe in trouble.
I could see you.
All right.
Okay, go back to your
Okay,
spot.
anything else about the state fair?
I
That's
don't think so.
All right, Lucas, I
Yeah.
want to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you most excited about for school, and what are you most nervous about for school?
I'm most nervous about the school part. Like I have to actually go to school and like do stuff now,
Okay.
which isn't like everyone's like, oh, you got to get your dorm and blah 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 blah, and then it's like, oh wait, but you have to actually do stuff. So that's the annoying stuff, and it's like the email system there sucks because I can't get an app on my phone that gives me notifications whenever I get an email. So not only can I not just check, not only do I not get the notification, not only can I not like do that, I can't also just click an app. I have to go on Google, search the website, and then click on the thing, and then check my email.
Did you check with anybody about that?
Huh?
Have you checked with anybody about that app?
Oh, how? By emailing them? Well, I wouldn't know. If I did, I wouldn't get a response because I would have to go on Google to find the response.
But did you check with
No.
to see? Because you probably couldn't get an app.
Correct. They gotta make an app.
Great.
Why would
Okay,
you check?
I swear.
But could you?
Okay, but wouldn't you think it would be more beneficial for the college to have everything go through one website
Yes.
Yeah.
and not 97 different websites?
But don't they?
Is it really
No.
97?
Are you sure?
It's like a thing, oh, there's this, and then there's, oh, you gotta go on this website for your books, and it's like, oh my god.
Okay.
Alright, that was a long silence.
That's so that's what you're most
That's what I'm
nervous-
most
what are you
nervous for.
most excited for?
Rooming with Willem. That is what I'm most excited for.
Okay.
Because a lot of my friends are like, oh yeah, I just had dinner with my roommate. It's like, it's like, yeah, okay. I just recorded a podcast with my roommate.
Yeah. Are you
And then he called out Linnea for her terrible
I
plan.
didn't watch that. Listen to that one yet.
You listened to the clip
Well,
on...
let's just
Yeah.
say we won't be hiring you again.
Yeah, you're behind on that.
I'm behind. Haven't driven.
Behind on
Chloe doesn't let me listen to it in the
22
car with her, so I've got to be by myself.
Oh, really?
Because we listen to music together.
Or
I thought that's what we did. Did you
Sometimes.
just roll your eyes at me?
I think she did. I saw it.
Wow.
Because lately she hasn't been listening to music, and if it is, it's
Lately?
this stuff I don't even know. This Bo Burnham.
Oh,
Yeah, I listened
Here we
to
go.
Bo Burnham.
I talked about that on the podcast a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago,
I
too.
listened to Bo Burnham.
He's a comedian, not.
He does.
sings
He's a
these
But that's
singer.
what... He's the sings the songs.
I
know,
played.
but that's not.
I
Really
played her
music.
"Welcome to the Internet," and she was like, "What is this?"
It's
Well, because you didn't... That's dumb.
I know,
that's
but
like
she
the
won't watch the
10th
special.
song in the thing.
She won't watch the
how do
thing.
you never even ask me to watch this?
Well, watch the
special?
other ones first. That's like the 4th special.
I didn't watch other specials before.
Exactly my point. I talked about this the other week on the podcast.
Yeah, I don't listen.
I
to
said
the
I'm the
podcast.
biggest hipster of all time because I watched it before this, and now it's all over TikTok. So all the normies are
Oh
watching.
my god.
Glorious.
Um,
I'm safe to
Lucas,
say
what
I'm
are
a
you gonna miss about being home?
I don't know.
Me putting in the pizzas and cutting them for him. He
No.
doesn't know how to
No.
cut pizza.
Okay, that's a lie. Henry, when was the last 10 times you've had pizza, like Jack's Pizza, has it been because Lucas made it for you, because Chloe made it for you?
Lucas.
Exactly.
Well,
Because
I
you know
mean-
why? Because I wake up, Henry, you want, have you had lunch yet? No. Okay. Has Chloe? Yeah, she made a pizza for herself.
I do make pizzas for myself because
Yeah.
I eat them.
Oh, Lucas is gonna miss me making pizza for him. Except
Because
no, 'cause
every
you eat the
time,
entire thing.
every time you come up from a pizza, you're like, hey, Chloe, can you watch this for me? I'm like, yeah. And then when it goes off, I'm like, Lucas, your pizza's done. He's like, okay, can you take it out? I was like, yeah. And he's like,
No,
okay, can you cut it from
that's
That
not
happens like every time,
No.
Lucas. Yes,
Okay.
it does.
So anyway, what are you gonna miss, Chloe? Stop doing that. Give me the pencil.
I'll tell you who I'll miss most.
Okay, who are you gonna
TS.
miss?
I knew he
You're
was
gonna
going
miss
to say
TS?
that.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't.
It's a four-way tie between Mom, Dad, Henry, and TS.
I knew he was going to say that.
Randall?
Randall too. I was just making a joke.
Lucas,
Oh,
I
okay.
won't miss you. I'll be completely honest.
Oh,
I don't
bullshit.
think.
Oh,
I don't
God.
think I'll miss
think
you.
will.
I
I don't know,
will.
You
Lucas.
say that.
Henry will be on
You
Fortnite
lately.
every night, so.
You're kind of. Sometimes I send Lucas like funny things and he just doesn't respond to me.
He doesn't
Well, because
respond.
funny is like in quotations.
It's gonna be so different from like when my older brother went to school.
Why?
Because
you had to like write him letters and like
I never
telegraph
did,
them.
but I
Yeah.
saw him once in like October and then once in November. Well,
Yeah.
you guys can see each other on FaceTime
Yeah.
anytime you want.
FaceTiming with my mom.
Stop.
What is that?
That's
I'm
a Bo
not-
Burnham song from the new special.
FaceTime with my mom tonight. You can do in Discord like. If
I
your
can't
school-
FaceTime with my mom though, because she's the only one without an iPhone.
No, you got that new app now.
Yeah,
so you can
Google Duo with my mom tonight. What are you doing now?
I don't.
You found a
know.
new way to fidget with a
I
table.
need to.
You
I don't
guys,
have my
come on.
thing down. My little.
All of you
thingy.
guys have ADHD.
You need
I,
fidget
me,
spinners.
all of you
I'm-
guys? What
I'm
did I do?
already
Chloe
in.
and Henry.
I'm already in 2 different
Yeah.
therapies. I
You
don't.
guys are
Need,
too loud.
Henry needs a poppet.
I already have
he already
one.
has one. But he didn't bring-
Well, now he needs one so he can stop
So-
walking around and messing around.
I need my fidget.
That's all we need is
Whatever.
someone on the.
True.
Oh my gosh.
That doesn't make any
It's
noise,
bad
does
enough
it?
when you
Yes,
guys
it does.
eat
Yeah,
on
it
the
does.
podcast and
Oh
click
my
pencils
God.
on the podcast. You can imagine Henry.
I click pencils all the time.
One of the worst things, I had to re-listen to a podcast to make one of those, like, previously on the Be Quiet podcasts recently.
Don't do it.
I listened to a podcast where I was trying to determine how much sugar Sandquist consumed
Oh,
in Mountain Dew.
Oh my god.
And I had my phone using the calculator, but it was also recording. So it was right next to my mouth. And I was doing like the... But I sounded like an idiot. Because like... It's like
When you
my...
do
like
stuff, you do-
when
you
you're like,
do it.
let's see. But it took way longer than I thought.
Yeah.
So I did it for like
Oh,
3
like-
minutes straight. I kept
Yeah.
going...
Like your nervous tick.
Yeah.
Like
And I sounded like
Your
a complete
sound-
fool.
Good thing no one
Your
was watching
silence
you
fun.
because you were probably doing this.
Shut up.
or he could have been doing like this. He could,
No.
Oh, when
So-
Lucas was little.
That's some
Oh, I was gonna
good
ask-
podcasting there.
I
With
was-
all these visual clues of what you're talking
I
about.
was
Yeah.
gonna ask Dad
This is
something.
Lucas.
Okay,
What
you
are,
do
do you
that.
think you'll cry tomorrow when we leave, dropping Lucas off?
Grandma seems to think you'll cry.
Probably.
Grandma?
Grandma,
What did
didn't
she
Grandma
say?
Hanson think?
She said that
Which
whoever...
grandma?
Grandma Hanson said whoever you think is going to cry has to drive home. Because
yeah, that's how you have to drive
so
home.
you get distracted by the driving or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna cry when I leave for college.
She said
I'm going.
when
If
she
you
took
go.
my older brother
Yeah,
to
that's
college,
what I just said.
she didn't drive and she was a mess the whole ride home. But then when she took my younger brother to college, my dad had her drive so she could concentrate on driving.
Oh yeah, I
What about when they
forgot.
took you to college?
They didn't
They
take him
didn't
to
take me
college
Why not?
because he
'Cause I
went to
commuted.
he commuted every
Oh,
day.
yeah.
He didn't get that dorm
I didn't get the
life with a
dorm
Y
vibe.
experience.
Neither of you had
Neither
it.
of us had it.
Wow.
But you guys were like, Dad was like married
did
his
you
last
have
year of
fun?
college, so it didn't
I
really
was.
matter.
That's-
Were you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went back for my last semester. Like, what'd you do over break? I got married.
That's
It
crazy.
seems weird, but it wasn't that weird.
Seems weird
That's like, I
nowadays.
got
Nowadays,
married.
Well, I was 20.
And you were already dating her before you went into college.
22. Everything. What was I gonna say? Nothing.
Wait, when did you get... I thought you got married in got married in June.
98. And I had 4.5 years of school.
Oh, really?
As an art
You messed
major.
up your credits?
There was that one semester where I decided I didn't feel like going. I'd rather go down to the
but
comic
a
book
lot of
store
people-
than go to class.
A lot of us went. I went 4.5 years too, didn't I?
I think so.
Yeah.
Did
I
you guys-
graduated in December?
How?
I'm going 4
I
years.
can't believe Dad had an
Well, you
art
just-
degree.
Because sometimes,
They're
like,
gonna
I
art
didn't know what my major was going to be. So then I had to take extra.
Yep.
I don't think
Then
I
I'm gonna
will
drop
go for more than 4 years. I would
That's cool.
refuse. Even
I'm
if I
probably
didn't know
gonna
what
Even
my
if you were
major
right
was.
about to graduate, you'd be like, oh, no, out of
One credit
principle.
left, and you're like, oh, I refuse to go for that one credit for
Yeah,
half a
I
year.
would literally refuse. I'd be like, no.
One
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
thinking-
questions would
Can't
come,
find
math or something, would be like 70,000 times 832,628.
Do that math
And if
right
you
now.
know that, then you can graduate college.
Where's the calculator?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that even
But
Henry's
don't
in
you
the
have to-
Henry's in the age where math actually is like helpful.
fun?
God, I loved math when I was a little kid. Like subtracting, or not subtracting. adding
Actually,
and
Chloe, you
multiplying.
technically are too. I'd say after this year, you won't like you have currently all the math knowledge you will need in life.
That's great, honestly.
Once you
So
know
why do I have to-
percentages, you're fine.
Why do I have to take more math?
Because that's
Why
how
do
the
I know?
school works.
Why do I have to know
As
the
long as my
quadratic
dad
formula?
never hears this math, you don't. I mean, seriously, you need to know the basic math, and then you need to know fractions,
Yep, I know fractions.
and
struggled with
you need to know
fractions in third
how,
grade.
you should know how to balance a checkbook.
You need to
All right,
learn
I
how
just
to
cut that
balance
whole part out.
it. You need to learn how to balance a checkbook.
Balance a checkbook.
Oh, I'm taking
Or-
Money Smart
or
classes
you-
this year.
You need to know how to set up percentages though too,
How do you do
Percentage.
and have to
do tips.
like
Oh,
put up
that's
story problem
percentages.
together. Because I always thought you didn't need to, but you really
I
do have to
love
figure that
putting
out.
up
Like at for work,
What?
I have to set up like story problems type.
What does
You
that
call
even
them
mean?
story problems too?
Like,
I
set
love
them
that.
up?
Like word problems.
like
Like-
word problem
like-
types.
Like Jenny went to the store and bought 17 apples,
Why
and
would
then
you have to do
Marcus
that? Oh,
Well,
bought
yeah,
to
for-
figure out
15
like
more
Because you're
apples
in
from
training,
a
which is
different
like
market,
teaching.
which
All right,
are
like,
stop
but
talking
figure-
when they're talking.
like how to figure out
I
like
guess you were talking first.
I was
like
talking.
how to
first.
figure out problems
interrupt me.
for like we have to
Right.
figure out and it's for processing items.
Right.
So then we have to I have to figure out like how would I figure out how to do that so it's more like a word problem. I don't know. I never thought they would be useful, but they are.
I have a little thing in my wallet that says what tip you should give, like with the amount. It has a little baby tiger on it,
Yeah.
so I don't need anything else than that. Well, but when I build my tiny house,
you should-
I might.
Oh,
When I build my
We can
tiny
talk about
house,
that.
I'm gonna need to know, guys. Listen to this.
How many square feet? it
Yeah,
is.
square feet and stuff. Okay, so guys, listen to
it's
this.
always too small.
We've been watching Tiny House
Yeah, we've
Hunters,
been
and listen
watching.
to this. Okay, so an average tiny house, I would say, is under 500
Well,
square.
what even
over,
is a tiny
sure.
house?
Okay, a tiny house is just like a small.
A tiny
It's
house.
a small house.
But
Most of them
really
are like
on
most of them are
wheels.
like on wheels or like mobile or whatever. And sometimes you
They're
can like
fancy campers.
like
Sometimes.
fancy
Yeah.
campers or
That
like
people
yurts.
live in for some reason.
But yeah,
And
yurts.
yeah,
Ugh.
Mom hates yurts. I
You
do
do too.
I
more
hate
than
yurts.
do.
I hate yeah. But basically, like an average tiny home is like I'd say like
Like
100,
100
100
feet
to 500
yeah.
square feet.
500 is really
pushing
big.
it. Yeah.
Really
that's
big.
But like
that's a basically
That's
a
like
medium
a
house
man-
at this
that's
point.
just that's like a mini
That's a
mansion.
tiny mansion.
But like
Tiny
these
mansion
people,
hunters.
these okay. So I watched Tiny House Hunters, which is House Hunters like the show. It's like
It's
the
like
tiny
a
house.
real.
Yeah.
Parody.
Okay. Anyways.
HGTV show.
It's not a parody.
Yeah, it's HGTV. Anyways,
Spin-off.
the people on that show are
Oh.
so stupid because they'll be like, "Oh, I want the house that's 200 square feet," and then they'll complain that they can't have a bathroom on the separate side, on like the opposite side of the kitchen,
or
it's
a
like
full bath,
yeah,
full kitchen.
or they want like a tub. Why do they need a tub in a
Or
tiny house?
Where's all my storage space?
Why do you
or
need a
they'll
tiny
have-
house at
in a
all?
Or
tiny
they'll have
house.
like a 6-person family going into a thing of
We're
like
selling our
300
house with our
square feet.
yard,
Yeah.
so we
Oh my
can.
The whole
God.
point is they want to downsize their life, so they
Yes.
and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get into this house," and then the minute they, where am I gonna put all my
Where am I
stuff?
gonna put all my stuff? And oh my,
How's my dog gonna get up on my loft?
why do you? Why
A
do you
dog.
get a house?
Yeah,
The
we
dog
have
is going
two
to be
dogs.
Oh,
We
we
have
have-
2 dogs. We're gonna
Yeah,
downsize.
we have 2 80-pound dogs. No, why? Or like the one person, they were like, we want 2 separate lofts, one for us and one for our 3 kids,
All
one
under-
7 months old, and then they
With
ended up
in a loft.
In a
Yes,
loft.
and
It's-
then they
7
ended
months
up.
old.
Then they ended
And
up
they didn't
with
have
a
they didn't have anything
parents.
to let them, so they didn't.
They didn't have, like, a
fall over
railing.
The,
And
no
there wasn't
railing.
You guys are
stairs
both
either.
talking at the same time.
Sorry.
And
I like how
anyways-
I like the idea of like, oh, I really want a tiny house, and then I get in this, and it's like, oh, I didn't expect it to be this tiny.
Like, yeah, that's like the whole point of the
So
show.
Oh,
And like,
I wonder.
yeah, the people with the 3 kids with the tiny baby, they ended up sleeping one parent in one bed with a kid, with like a kid, and then
Gross.
another one, and then the baby I think slept like on like a floor, like a pop-up thing.
She was
I couldn't think of any reason to get that unless you were like hiding from the FBI or something like that.
I want one.
I think it's kind of cool,
So are you
like
gonna-
for like a
Yeah.
little hideaway.
like Mama.
yeah,
has to
if
live
you were to
forever. Like a
also
shed.
have it.
Lucas, when you go to college, we're gonna sell our house and our land, and we're gonna get a tiny home.
I would never let you do that.
One
I used to
thing-
literally have nightmares about that. That you would like we had to move again.
Oh,
Oh
my
yeah.
gosh.
One time, yeah.
One
I
thing-
talked about that at a speech I had to do for public speaking. It was like my fear speech, fear of change, and I said I used to have nightmares about us moving again.
I have
my
a fear of
God.
change.
Hey,
Anyways,
one thing we talked about doing
Yeah.
is taking our old camper and like taking it apart and making it into a little tiny house.
Tiny
in the
mouse
back.
house.
Well, no, we'd have to take that all out.
we'd like
We
redo
would
it.
completely take it apart.
Yeah, and then you could have it on wheels, so then I could take it up to like State
Then
Fair. And, like,
how is that in any way the camper still? It's
It's
just
not. It's the base
would
of the
not be a
camper.
camper.
It wouldn't
be a camper,
It'd be
it'd be a
Chloe's
tiny
tiny
house.
house.
I know, but you keep saying like, oh, we're gonna turn the camper into that, but you're gonna like reconstruct the entire thing.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like the ship of Theseus. After you
Would
take
be
a
the
the
ship
ship
of
apart
of
the
Jason. It's not the ship of Theseus.
It just have a base.
the Argo is not the ship. of
Wait, pause. Okay, you all have watched WandaVision.
Oh my
In the finale of that, they call it the ship of Theseus, do they not?
They call it the ship of Theseus. In mythology, though, the Argo was the ship of Jason. Theseus
I
never
don't ca-
had a ship.
I don't give a rat's about the mythology.
I have
Maybe
no idea.
Theseus
It's the-
did have
it's
a
the-
ship.
Basically,
No, I think I'm wrong.
if
actually,
you reconstruct,
no, I'm
if
wrong.
you have a ship and you take apart the ship and replace it with parts until the entire ship is not the part of the original ship, is it still the same ship?
Yeah, Lucas, I will concede this,
yeah,
Lucas.
that.
I will concede this, Lucas. I am wrong on that because I think you are right. I think
Well,
I think
I know
technically,
I'm right.
I think technically they did replace Argo, but then I think Jason ended up just dying in the Argo because it like collapsed on him. But I think Theseus's ship, they did replace everything in it. So
Okay.
Lucas, I'm right, and I apologize for that.
You mean
You're right. or
I'm
you're
right?
wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
So
I'm
the
wrong.
point is
Sometimes.
that if you replace all the
you shoot
parts
that?
of a ship, is it still the same ship?
Yeah, but consider this counterpoint. What if you build with all the discarded ship parts from the first ship? You build another ship. Would it be the first ship or would it be a completely new ship?
so? If you had an entire ship, you took it all apart, and then you put the ship back together again somewhere else.
That's called
Yeah.
Yes,
Legos.
that's
In
the
a
same
different
ship.
arrangement, or
No, so like I
was
had
it like this piece?
That is called
exact-
Legos.
Yeah.
That's what I just said.
Right. If it's
I was
the
laughing
exact
because of
same
something
board
you
in the
said.
same spot as it was before, then it's the same shit.
yeah,
You just
but I'm
disassemble
thinking
it
of
and
not. I'm not thinking of you just assemble it and then build it somewhere else. I'm thinking like one piece like falls off or like needs to be replaced, so you replace that, but then you put that piece that needed to be replaced onto the ship, onto like a new like thing, and then you build the ship again. Is it still the same ship or is it a second ship and the first ship is
I don't
the
know.
same ship?
Mom's really bored.
I wasn't.
She's on her
I
phone.
wasn't even paying attention to that. This is my
Sorry, I was really
podcast.
bored.
Anyway, why
we
did
can
we
have
talk?
theolo-
Oh, tiny house.
We can have
No,
theology.
because it would take our camper base and turn it into a tiny home.
Okay.
maybe the hard
Build a
hat.
little cabin.
We don't know. I mean, we got.
That was just
this
a
is-
hypothetical.
This
When
is
lumber
just
price-
After you guys get the towel rack fixed, then you can build a tiny house.
Yeah,
Not you guys.
yeah.
That should be a compilation on the podcast. Every time Lucas mentions the towel rack.
Oh my god.
I still can-
When we get that, or when Dad gets that fixed, we'll send you a picture.
Okay.
Okay, I
Maybe
like
it-
how Dad fixed the one that wasn't broken first. Like he replaced.
I think the
mine.
problem is that we both have to use the same towel rack. Now that towel rack is about to fall.
It's breaking.
Yeah.
It's falling out of the wall because
'Cause
we have too many towels.
You know what? There's 2 of you in the bathroom. There should only be 2 towels. Not 2 towels, 8 robes, a washcloth, and
No,
some
there's-
other sweatshirt.
There's 4 towels because
Why?
I need 2 and Lucas needs 2.
Oh, well, you don't.
Because
Need
I got my hair and my hair.
Why? I also take
Okay.
showers.
I use
but
one.
We have
towel.
the same. I actually have a little longer hair than you. I use one towel.
I use
dry
one-
my hair.
But you also have a hair dryer, do you not? That work?
Don't
Do you?
you?
Yeah, but it's not as good.
Oh,
After going to the hotel and then coming back, I was like, damn, this hair dryer sucks.
Yeah, that hair
It doesn't,
dryer
like, blow.
It doesn't
Why don't you
blow.
buy yourself a new one?
You can,
I will.
Lucas,
or
actually, if you
clean
take
the other one out.
if you take the
Oh, yeah.
back part off, you
Or
can clean
we
all
could
that
just get
hair
another
off.
towel rack and then have it.
So you can have 10 towels in the bathroom.
All right, Henry, what do you want to
I
say?
use only one towel for my hair.
Thank
and
you.
my body.
Yeah.
Okay, but
for
you're, like-
once a month when you shower.
Okay, but
True.
you're like tiny. You're like 90
I'm
pounds.
forced.
Anywho,
Anywho.
70 pounds.
you don't need that many towels.
That's one other thing about me being gone is that now Chloe will have her own bathroom.
Yeah,
And now I can see that Chloe is the reason that it is messy all the time.
I think Henry's going to start using that.
Oh, really?
No.
Why not?
I am not the messy one in
It's
there. I don't
across
use
the
that
hall
bathroom.
from your room.
Ours
I
is
don't-
called the master bedroom.
It's
Bathroom
smaller than ours
for dad and mom.
Because in the
Not
master.
dad.
because it's in the
Bedroom.
master's.
I used to use the shower in that bathroom.
I
And then I would
remember
walk over. I forgot Randall's
You
under
did?
here the entire time.
You used to use our shower?
I used to
for
use
like
your shower.
years.
I used to use your shower until you got that terrible new shower head, and then I switched back to the other one.
Okay,
I like that job.
I wish I could
Yeah.
find a way to start coming down here because I really like this bathroom, but it's just not very convenient.
Don't
I
we
did
use
use
the-
that shower once.
Don't we use that shower
for
Randall?
COVID.
I used that shower once.
No, I used the shower upstairs for Randall.
I used
take
the
a shower
shower
with
once.
Randall.
you shower with Randall.
You sound like when COVID started, but it's
When you guys had
when we had
COVID.
Well, what
COVID,
I did.
When I was locked
you
out of my
couldn't
room
you
for
couldn't
2
be
weeks,
in our room for 2 weeks. Yeah.
I still
I
use the
call this the
bathroom.
hotel shower. It's nice.
Yeah, it's like a hotel.
Because they
but
did
that's
that right
also-
before the previous owners.
Yeah. It's the biggest bathroom we
Yeah.
have.
I think Randall uses
I-
that shower most.
I found pictures of our house on Zillow from
Speaking
before
of.
we owned it. And it looks so different. Like there's a picture from like the back deck and there's like none of those like weird like trees that have like the bushes around it. There's like there's like the birdhouse and then there's just nothing else in the yard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not
it's
even
so
the
weird.
parks. Little.
Our house now,
Yes.
none of the trees were grown yet. By like the hammock.
Yeah, like none of those were there.
The
Mom even saw it.
Will you stop doing that? I know it's
That's
you
the
doing
That's- I-
that's the dog shaking
Shut
his
up.
head.
He is not doing that.
I swear on my life.
What the? That thing?
Oh, yeah, I'm making that noise just as a
You're the
troll.
one that's bouncing your leg.
He's hitting the table.
Look, the
Yeah.
dog is itching.
Yeah, the dog is itching.
Oh, it's him shaking his head.
That's the
And his ears going.
dog.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Randall.
Oh my god.
That was Henry.
That was Henry.
Randall, come here.
Um,
Come here, Randall. He's just missing
Wait, what
what
were
else
we
we gonna
talking
talk about? We're talking about the shower,
Tiny homes.
tiny
Tiny
homes.
homes.
Oh, we could talk about the ducks
Oh,
or the geese.
Oh,
Oh,
Let's
you
not
talk
talk about the ducks.
you talk about
We'll
the
talk.
geese.
We could talk about the geese.
I didn't want to talk about the ducks.
I know you.
You
said,
just messed it up.
You said.
Now you're making it seem like there's something to talk about the ducks. Oh, I don't want to talk about the ducks this week. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Let's talk about the geese. What,
Thanks.
what about them?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Henry, tell
wanna-
us what happened with the geese.
Their eggs hatched. Now we have baby geese.
Yes.
Which are called?
Geese.
Do you know what a baby geese is called? Goose.
A baby geese.
Gosling.
Like Ryan.
Exactly what I said yesterday.
Ryan Gosling.
Made that exact same joke
He has
yesterday.
no idea who that is.
She
I said he.
sounded like.
Ryan
Is Henry
Gosling.
is Dad not using your preferred pronouns, Henry?
Oh my god.
I don't know
So, what do you guys
pronoun
think of the
is.
new?
I wouldn't know because I'm not able to go near them.
I
Every
said
time
we
I
should
literally have a
sell
video
them.
of me like taking one step towards them, and then the goose going, and I take a step back and it like stops paying attention, and I take a step forward and it like wasn't that funny. Holy crap.
I know, I choked.
What is your problem?
Lucas.
You're like Daniel Burrow trying to eat food at
What
lunch.
What about that night when the two
Oh, yeah, I wanna talk
Harriet
about
and
that.
Dorothy went out? Tell
Okay, so I go.
this is the first day.
He
they were
was.
born.
My dad usually does all the animals, which is funny because it's all typically stuff my mom wants, and then my dad feeds them all.
Okay, that's not all the time. But I
True.
go out there sometimes.
He does have a whole
I'm sorry,
room in the
that's
house
my laugh.
for Star Wars stuff, so it's a good contrast.
It's not. It has nothing to do with it.
I got like fur in my mouth.
Anyway.
Shut up, Chloe.
Anyway, go
You guys
ahead.
are bad at telling stories.
No, I'm not. You're talking
You're
while
so
I'm
off
talking.
topic. What are you doing?
You are off topic.
Shush. No.
Anyways, so you're doing it, and I need to help because there's that now that there's the baby geese goslings, and the other two geese.
No, but why did I call you out in the first place?
Oh, because there's a chicken in like the tree or something.
There's
like
a
that.
chicken up in the tree, and I didn't want to
Climb that rickety ladder.
because I thought
I
I'd fall.
thought-
And I heard coyotes out there.
Yeah.
I thought you saw a coyote.
Hey, Lucas, there's some blood-hungry animals outside. Come outside. at least.
I asked Lucas to come and help me, and he's like, "Oh, you want me to come out here when there might be coyotes? So bring me out here." I'm like, "Oh, so leave me out here by myself when
Okay.
the son of the house that's 18
Okay.
will come and help Mom."
Wow, this is what happened. So I'm doing that, blah, blah, blah. You're feeding him. And you're saying, go get the other two geese to bring them in, like, the shed. People who don't know that we have animals are going to be like, what the heck?
Yeah,
Because, like, people will... Because I don't act
Oh.
at school like I have animals at all.
yeah.
You're not like,
Well,
Yeah. And so people will come over and be like, you're a hick? And I'm like, no.
it's Hanson's Hutchin' Hobbies.
No. That's stupid. Shut up.
So the
not
one
stupid.
goose, the mom goose, is
Betty.
Betty that sits on those. She's got the geese, the baby geese, back behind the garage,
Yeah.
and then the Dorothy and Harriet were over standing next to her.
Can I just mention one thing? Dorothy and Harriet are both male geese.
Right, that's fine.
Betty's. No, I'm not saying that's bad. I just want to
Yeah.
clarify
One
because
of them
some
is
people
gonna be
might not
named
know
Derek.
mine.
Yeah.
So
and
Betty's the girl.
Betty's the girl, and Harriet and Dorothy had been locked up all day to stay away from the babies because they were kind of being mean in the morning.
Like
So I had let them out to put them away into their shed, and they went and wandered over by Betty.
Yeah.
And this is where Lucas is going to come
So
in.
then you say, go get the other two geese. I take a couple steps towards them, and the mom starts freaking out and like flying into the corner of the house. And then the other two geese are just not moving. And I'm like, well, they're not gonna. I have to get in so I can because they walk away from you. So my logic is to go into like the corner and make them go this way. And every time I take one step, they like all freak out. And then of course, mom starts freaking out. She's like, "Lucas, stop! Stop doing that! They're attacking!" And then I go and I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, I take one more step. She's like, now go. You gotta get them in. And it's like, okay. Well, the only way I can do that is by taking one more step. Lucas, stop! They start freaking out and flying again, and I'm like, "Mom, you're on strike too. If you do that again, I'm walking inside." And so then she's like, "Go hold the door open." So I'm standing there by the door, and I'm just like looking at my phone when there's like coyotes in the distance. Obviously, I'm just standing there like bait, and you just hear Mom for like 10 minutes going, "Come on, Harriet, come on," and I'm like, "Mom, when are you gonna realize they do not speak English?"
And what happened, though? What finally happened?
Well, they finally come because
They
they
did
were
come.
wow. Okay,
Didn't they?
you know
And
what would have been
guess
easier
what?
if you just walked towards them and let like the
Nobody-
one duck freak out.
Nobody came
What
at all,
duck?
and nobody got stamped on or anything.
Yeah.
Because I just did it the
Stay
calm
up.
way. And
The
I
long
called
way.
them, and I got them away from
You
each
all-
other. You should have seen them. It was like a war of flying geese at each other,
Wow.
and those
Terrifying.
babies.
It was
We're all
terrifying.
there.
You're like, oh, you're stepping on them. It's like
And he's
stepping
just kept
on them.
going back and doing the same thing over and over again. I'm like, get away
There's
from
no
them.
way you could get the geese out of there without.
Yes, there was the way.
Okay, well, you would have been like, come on, Lucas, hurry this up. And it's like, well, you don't let me go back there.
Oh my gosh. So now everybody knows. If you're just tuning in,
Mm-hmm.
Lucas is not
If you tune in,
Farmhand.
if you tuned into this episode and skip 54 minutes in,
Lucas
Also,
isn't necessarily a farmhand.
But what's funny is that every time Lucas has, friends over to record the podcast, you always go, Lucas, go make sure the geese aren't out front. What is Lucas gonna do? They attack him too.
No, they don't.
He pushes
They
them.
don't?
He gets them out of there.
No.
They attack me.
Well, yeah, because
well, they're attacking everyone now because they're on edge about the geese being born.
Maybe
attack the
if you would
geese.
have like
The
listened
baby.
to me and just gone.
I don't know, Brayden.
We should have like the Maury Povich show to find out which of the other geese is the
It's
dad.
Dorothy, because Harriet,
Oh, really?
Dorothy and Betty are mates,
Nope.
and Harriet's not. Harriet thinks Mom is its mate.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So what are the names of these goslings going to be?
Probably like
I'm gonna name 'em.
Old
I'm thinking.
man names.
I'm thinking Tiny, Shiny, Dawn, and Buddy.
Yeah, Tiny, Shiny, Don, and Buddy.
What the hell is that?
It's
from
from
Dinosaur
Dinosaur
Train.
Train. And since they're like dinosaurs, mini dinosaurs.
Yeah, and they all hatched at the same time.
They did.
One of them
They
is going to look
always hatch
different
at the same
because
time.
it's going to be a T-Rex.
That's
and
weird to me. How does that happen?
Yeah, I know.
That's how. Didn't you notice all the baby chicks hatched at the same time?
Yeah,
too?
I found it
Yeah, I know.
the same day. I know that it happened. How does babies that are laid eggs at different days?
Because the moms start laying on them the same day. So they lay eggs. Here's a lesson for you all.
How do they
So-
make eggs?
When they lay eggs, they lay them all, and then they wait when they're ready to start to lay
yeah,
or
I've
brood or
seen that
whatever it's
episode,
called.
Magic
Then that's when they
School.
decide. That's when the incubation period starts for
Stop.
all of them at the same time. Doesn't
Stop.
matter if you were the
Shut up.
first egg laid or the last egg laid. That's when that 28 days starts, or 32 or whatever the incubation period.
Mom, what's the gestation period for rabbits?
28.
28 to 30 days.
It's 28 to 31, but
Who cares?
someone was yelling at me that it was 31, and it's 28 to 31. Anyway, that doesn't matter. But
Okay, so anyway, that's why they all
anything about eggs.
because
Who
the
was just
moms are
asking
gonna
about eggs?
the
Oh,
moms are
man.
gonna sit on the eggs and wait for more to hatch after they hatch.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Interesting.
Mom, that's like so cool. You should like be like a animal person, like a livestock person.
really,
Oh my god! Don't even get me started.
I told Mom she should show geese.
Mom does like quiz bowl and stuff. Like is doing like all the, like with all the kids, like do it like presenting their animals, and then Mom is just there. What?
Because quiz bowl, you don't present your animal. You don't. Have
I'm saying you. I'm making two separate jokes.
oh,
So I'm saying.
Explain your jokes, please.
Okay, you guys just suck.
I was very confused at those
He's
jokes.
saying she knows all this answers and
Okay,
so she's gonna join Quiz Bowl.
she
Boom,
is.
that's
And-
one joke.
Okay.
Then the second joke is she's also gonna enjoy Quiz Bowl so much she's gonna start showing her animals too.
Was that your joke?
Yeah, you should be like, you know who you should be? You should be like the Jamie. Like Joe Rogan has Jamie, who's like in the background and like is like pulling up videos and like.
Yeah,
Ask, like I'm like,
we've
hey,
been talking
Jamie,
about
who is
that.
that guy? Kyle or Dad?
Yeah.
Who is that guy?
That's-
who did
That's
this?
what I do in my car when you're like, who's that guy that was in Gladiator? And I'm like, it's fucking Russell Crowe, you dumbasses. Every time you're like, my dad's gonna kill me because I don't know this. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you because you don't know.
I'm the one in the car when I'm listening to him like, that is not how the story went. What is he doing?
Or you could be like, when my friends are saying something stupid, you could just be like, oh, come on, guys.
Or I'll say, hey, don't eat pizza during a podcast. It sounds disgusting.
Hey, guys, I'm picking that up on the audio. It sounds like trash.
Yeah.
Dad should be your like producer.
Dad takes takes the sides in every argument.
No, Lucas, that's why I got that rabbit so that I could show it. Me actually show it in
But you don't
Oh,
do
open
it.
show. It has been COVID ever since I got it in COVID.
Yeah.
They haven't had an
Not
open
COVID
show
now.
to go to.
Or it's Chloe did it now.
Yeah, but that's 4-H.
4-H.
Guess
It
who,
has to be an open show, and there
open
hasn't
show.
been.
I don't know what
Actually,
that
I'm
is.
gonna gossip with you after the podcast about the open show. You,
Oh, me?
yeah.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
gosh.
please don't gossip to me. I don't care. I couldn't care less.
And
You're
then,
talking to the wrong person because Lucas
There
doesn't
isn't
give a
any
shit
open
about
shows for geese.
Otherwise,
Otherwise, I'm
ours would
telling
lose
you.
because they would attack the
I am going to
judges.
tell you,
Geese for fun.
my geese would do really well. in
Yeah,
the
the
show.
our geese look
Our
really
geese
The
are
pretty.
geese would
very
kill all the
nice.
judges. I just
They
watched an
are
episode of
very
regular
nice.
show about
The geese at the state fair were nothing compared
Ugly.
to our
that
geese.
attacked
Our
everyone
geese
in the
are
Oh
park.
my
very
gosh.
nice.
like
Stop,
sometimes
Henry.
you can just
Beautiful.
tell
Beautiful.
like animals
Don't
like
tell
even
me to
like
stop or I'm gonna
okay
keep
maybe
doing it.
never mind this one no one will get this.
No. All right. What else? What else we got?
Yeah, do you have any more topics, Lucas? Hey, I have a topic for you, Lucas. What did you think about the Lego Star Wars trailer?
Oh yeah.
Thank you for asking, Chloe.
Oh my
Who's
god.
gonna sit back?
I loved the Lego Star Wars trailer. I'm just kidding. We don't have to talk about it. There's
Oh,
not
what
much.
the-
There's not much to talk about.
When's it coming out?
Spring. Well,
Supposedly.
spring 2022,
For now.
which is now gonna be almost 3 years after they announced it. Mom goes back on her phone. I wish I could go on my phone when you're talking about your boring fair stuff.
I wasn't going on my phone
I
because of
just
that.
was
I was
checking
going on my
something.
phone because I had a
Oh, okay.
text. And I
Who
had to
texted you?
Stop.
I think that was a lie.
It was actually Jenna. Jenna,
not saying it.
it's my group chat with Jenna and Mike. Jenna, Tammy, and Mike.
Yeah, we know the joke. You don't. It'd be. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
It'd be funnier if
okay.
you just left it alone, and then everyone would know.
Give me back my axe.
Don't
Yeah, okay.
stop right now. You don't stand on couches.
Yeah, Henry's standing on the. One time,
I heard about
Henry.
the
one
drama
time,
you had in that group chat.
one time.
It's like Candace would like leave and
Yeah,
stuff.
I know. Okay,
Son of
guys.
Joe.
One time, Henry was climbing over the back of a couch when he was like little.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
like 3 or something, and he fell over the back of the couch and hit his head on the hardwood floor. And then we had to take him to the doctor because we thought he had a concussion.
Why are you talking about this now?
Well, because he was just standing on the couch like a dummy. This already happened to him once. One time, also, Henry fell off Dad's like when Henry was like in.
Stop talking about this. You're
No,
making
we
us
were
look
talking
bad.
about that in episode 10.
Were we?
Yeah,
Good memory.
we were.
You know what else?
Henry,
we
what
talked
other
about?
episodes have you been on? You probably. I think Henry has had.
Season finale.
Henry has had like of every guest like combined, like every guest, they've had more, or Henry has had less words spoken than any guest on any episode combined. Hold on, I gotta restart the sentence.
I get it.
If you were to tally the amount of words that everyone says on every episode, and then add Henry, all 7 of his episodes combined, it would be the last on the list.
Because I only speak
Because Henry will sit in the background.
7 words every episode.
There are some people that speak very little.
True.
Henry, you said more than 7 words this episode. I counted.
Who are your guys' like least favorite podcast? No, I'm just kidding.
Not saying.
Oh
Definitely.
God,
Chloe.
God! This one kid named Lucas Hansen. Oh, he's so annoying.
I mean, we won't talk about
Whoever
our,
choose food.
we won't talk about our least favorite
Okay.
podcast guests, but Carl has nice hair, doesn't he?
Oh my gosh. Oh,
What does that mean?
I don't get it.
remember somebody just
Shut up. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. but-
Yeah.
But
had you told him?
Told him?
Yeah.
Lucas? No.
What we just were.
No.
Okay.
Can I guess what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is someone that's in Chloe's 4-H like likes Carl or something like
No.
that? Like knows Carl,
No.
talks about him.
No, we could say it.
Can you?
No.
She
I
doesn't-
think we can.
Oh wait, she
No.
watches this.
Who?
Can you take it
Oh
out
wait,
if
no,
we
she's-
can't say
I
it?
don't think she's
Yeah.
the right person.
So somebody from 4-H said that they had Carl's mom for a teacher.
Okay.
Can we say that?
Yeah.
And that, but they didn't know that we knew Carl,
Uh-huh.
and they were, so they started describing their teacher, and they're like, I didn't really like
Yeah.
my teacher. All she talked about with her was her son
Uh-huh.
and her dog all the time.
Yeah.
And how her son did this and her son did that, and we're like, oh, we know Carl.
You can talk about that.
It was so funny.
Carl and his blazer, his studded jacket.
Oh
his
my
bedazzled
god.
jacket.
Talk about that spider on your wall.
No.
No.
That's like the least interesting topic. There's no
me
spider over
playing
there.
Zone Wars by myself is the least interesting.
Lucas,
True.
we've hit an hour.
Mm-hmm.
In 20 minutes.
I felt like there was something else I wanted to talk about.
What was it?
I don't know. That about.
Oh, I
I feel like once I'm gone, the entire like dynamic of the house will be destroyed.
Yeah.
You think?
It'll be so like in
The
peace. It's
family
gonna
dinner will
like-
be so weird with only 3 people.
4.
No, because Chloe doesn't eat
I don't-
dinner.
I don't
She
eat
always,
with you guys.
and you always go upstairs now too. Like we were gonna watch TV there. We're gonna watch Seinfeld, and you're like, "Oh, I'm going upstairs."
Because I hate Seinfeld.
Well, then go look at your phone or something.
I don't have a phone.
Look at your Switch. Do anything.
I can't.
Look at your Kindle 8-inch Max or whatever Mom's giant tablet's
Yeah.
called.
Can that still charge?
Talk to her.
It better charge. It's
No.
fine.
Can that still charge, Henry?
What?
Mom's Kindle?
Yeah.
That's actually impressive. That's probably your longest device that you've had that can still charge.
That's my device. That better charge.
I know.
What is
But
it?
Henry's gone through 3
Switchboards.
all these different things that can't charge right
Switch
anymore. The
cords.
Switch can barely charge anymore.
So, what's your plan? Do you think you'll come home soon, or when do you think?
Lucas,
Please, I need someone to talk to at dinner.
well, okay. In all
I don't know.
fairness,
It
there's
depends.
no fairness. I don't like eating dinner with people.
Anyway, so
Oh God,
Do
one
you-
of those touched me under
Mom
the
just
table.
asked you don't know when.
You don't know when you'll come
Well,
home.
we'll see.
Are you gonna come home for? What about the Halloween party? What are we gonna do for that?
Well, I'm sure he's gonna come home before October 31st.
Well, I know, but
The day
we
that-
can't invite my
It-
friends.
okay.
I don't have enough to fill up.
You know
the
what?
party.
It'll depend on how liked I am at college. If everyone hates me, then I'll probably be home often.
Oh
Oh
God.
my god!
If you're not invited to frat parties every night,
Wow, that's different.
I want to see Lucas become
If everyone
friends with, frat
if
boy.
everyone finds out about the podcast and they're like, "Oh, cringe."
or if they find out and they want to be on it or something like that.
Well, that's different. Then I'll have more podcast episodes.
You have 200 real quick.
200.
And what was that? There's something wet right there.
yeah, that's,
That's
when
'cause
I
Chloe
Chloe spit on the
tagged
ground.
my water.
She spit up her water because she was laughing.
From
You literally are like Burrow.
Yeah, Burrow was actually
Remember
really
when
funny.
You
jumped
talked to
over
him?
the couch?
I haven't talked to him in a while now.
Burrow
Oh, you
literally.
should check on.
I was gonna shave my head to honor Burrow one time.
Yeah.
Because he's just so funny.
Oh my god.
I think I have a video on Snapchat of Burrow going into that dishwasher box that Henry decked out,
Yeah.
and then he stood up with it and started walking around with it on his back.
Yeah,
like a
he
turtle.
was him and his
Cardboard house.
not knowing boundaries. He's just in our house and he's in Henry's little fort in the living room.
The family room in the corner.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey
And
mom,
everyone's like,
hey,
"What is he
hey Sherry,
doing?"
can you make me some coffee?"
Yeah, can I have some coffee? Wait, did he ask you to make coffee or did you offer coffee?
Well, he only asked me the first time if he could have some,
Yeah.
and then I usually made some for him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you would make some.
I just knew he liked
prepare.
it.
Well, because he'd come in and say, "Oh, coffee," and the coffee's been in the pot since the morning. And it's
Yeah.
gross. A lot of people keep their coffee in the pot all day, but why not just
That's
make a
an
fresh
awfully
batch?
hot coffee pot.
That's a waste of coffee then, Dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dad.
So
He
do you
said-
guys have any rebuttals to any things on the podcast? Because you haven't been on in over a year, both of
Oh
you.
my gosh.
I don't remember.
I wish
Anything-
I would have prepared.
Yeah,
it.
that's you
Jason,
should have
what-
asked us this, and
Well, I told you about this 2 weeks ago.
I know,
This
but I've been
podcast.
so busy preparing for you to go to college,
Yeah.
shopping,
It's been a
and
little busy.
getting ready for stuff.
Even you haven't been on the podcast in a while. You haven't been on the podcast
Trying
since
to
season
think.
3.
I don't even remember.
Well, can you
I
think?
I
I
was on the
usually
podcast
say,
with my dad.
Lucas, that isn't how that happened, or when I listen to it.
I think this is the last time. Was
Dang. I guess you guys will have to wait for another year for your next chance to
my
rebuttal.
Episode 100.
Maybe I'll
We'll
just
just
start
have to
putting comments on
we'll
my.
have to start writing down.
Writing
You'll,
comments.
Every time you're
you'll
wrong.
write
You guys
8
say that all the
comments.
time. Mom said before Mom was on the first time, she said that she was going to re-listen to every episode, which
Yeah.
at the time there was 30 episodes. She said she was going to re-listen to every one and comment every single thing I said wrong, and she listened to one episode.
I know, because I get busy, Lucas.
I know,
Lucas,
but then
she
you,
actually has a job.
I know, but don't say that I'm going to do
Yeah,
this.
she
And
has
then,
a job.
Well, I
still.
started to, and then
I never said you don't have a reason for it. I'm
It's
just saying.
it's hard when I'm not driving to work every day.
That's a good.
Yeah.
point.
That's when
you
I
make
used
very
to-
good points, Mom.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I have
Always.
an axe
I'm
in my
sucking up so you
shoulder.
give me more money for food
Oh
tomorrow.
my god! It's when I used to drive to work, and then that was when I would listen to them all the time.
Yeah.
'Cause that
Speaking
was
of driving places, me and Dad just got an audiobook, and we haven't listened. We've listened to it twice because we've been busy. Sometimes I forget that we're recording the podcast, so I just say stuff that comes to my mind.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
I think Henry's forgetting to record the podcast because he's like making noise in the background.
Hey, what's
He's
the
has,
plan
like, a
for
fake
tomorrow? Are we
act.
driving separate? Like for you driving your car and then Dad?
Doing Fortnite movements right
Yes, because unless you want to hire like an invisible.
No,
Go.
she's
You guys
saying
have any?
you drive your car with her.
Oh, who's driving with me and who's
No.
driving with you?
Well, what do you
I'm
say?
not driving in his car.
Well, then who else would drive?
No, he drive his car. I mean, saying the three of us would drive together.
I'm not. Those two aren't driving the same car together.
Okay.
No.
I'm not going.
Who, me and Henry?
Yeah,
Because he can't. Because all the stuff is gonna be in my back seat.
that and it's
I
just
don't
like
trust. Ooh.
I don't want you driving them.
I can't
2
even talk
hours
about.
with.
I can't even talk about driving anymore. I don't have my. Yeah. I can't
Yeah.
even make fun of people's driving. 'Cause, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. You're driving exactly. That's what people would say.
Exactly. That's what a better man. That's what a worse.
You
worse
just
man
got.
would
You'll
say,
have
Lucas,
to
but you're just such a good
learn
man.
tomorrow how it is to drive
Yeah.
to
out
your
there.
school
Mhm.
by yourself because you're gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
I think Chloe, if you like, do any of your friends have the test coming up, the permit test coming up?
Kind of, yeah. In a couple months.
I think that if you are like
Or their permit test or their license
the
test?
permit test,
Yeah. Actually.
if it's more of a like a relatable thing for you guys put to both at the same time, I feel like that'll be.
Oh, that's a smart idea, Lucas.
I feel like that.
You do have a cousin that's going to be taking it pretty soon, right?
Who?
Or does she have to wait for?
Dude, I don't know if she took driver's ed.
Oh,
But I have a 4-H friend who's gonna take it.
yeah.
I'd say
Say
but-
that 5 times. I know.
Did she turn that?
In November.
Oh.
I said she
I don't wanna-
turn.
I don't want to wait that long.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god. You guys are impossible. Anyways. That Lucas, that advice, fun fact, that's something my therapist would say. You should like go to school
Oh, wow.
for like therapy.
Huh.
Maybe you should like go
I
to
could never do
it
that.
too.
Oh my gosh. No.
I think you need to see
I'm so bad at getting like giving people advice.
Give me
Like
advice.
certain
Give
advice. I've learned in the past couple months that you are only like there are certain people. And I'm not gonna like I'm gonna try to be what's like what am I trying to say?
As
Vague.
as
vague.
least what?
Vague.
As
Are you
less
gonna be as vague
as vague as possible. But how would I say like that? How would
As
I
less
say
specific. As
no, it's not-
least.
as least specific? That sounds wrong.
That's
then.
why you
You'd
say vague.
Okay, whatever.
As vague as possible.
I'm
This
Is-
is me being your.
You're
guy.
you, my young Jamie.
Yeah, it's called vague, Lucas. Just say
Okay,
vague.
I'm gonna be as vague as possible.
Correct. That is correct.
If you had someone who might be good at giving advice, not gonna. I don't want to be. It's like that episode of Seinfeld we just watched. Like, let's
Yeah.
call this person Simon. If someone is good at giving advice, and then you ask them for advice about something different that they may not have a lot of experience in, that advice might not be very good. Even though they're good at giving advice,
Oh.
you've got to get advice from people like
that have had the
that have had the
experience.
same experience as you.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
You know who really likes giving advice? Mom. And you know who she, you know who she specifically gives it to?
You?
Sandquist.
Yeah, she does.
You give Sandquist a lot of advice.
Yeah.
Well, he asked for it.
No, I'm not saying that's bad. I just think it's funny.
Sanquist
It's nice.
loves mom, and he loves getting advice from mom.
I remember he came up to you at Lucas's grad party. He's like, I have something to tell you.
Yeah.
So excited.
No, and then he's like, you got to come in with me. It's like, Sanquist, this is my grad party. I got to talk to people, and I don't have time to listen to you tell a story again in front of my mom. He's like, come on. It's
He's
like, oh,
so
it's like,
funny.
jeez, bro.
That's how he moved in today.
Mm-hmm.
Where's he going to college?
River Falls.
Oh, sick.
Are you
No.
Did you listen to that podcast that Sanquist was just on? Like how many behind are you?
I'm on the one.
That was a while ago.
Wow.
What's the
I
last
think
podcast?
That was the
I
one right
listened
before
to?
the Willem and Linnea episode.
Yeah, I don't think I watched.
What was
it.
the last podcast you listened
I'm
to?
looking it up right now.
Episode 10 with Chloe.
No, I didn't listen to that.
Because
one.
you haven't been on since he's last been on.
I know.
But Henry's been on
I'm,
and not said anything
I'm
like
just in
4
the
other
beginning
times.
of '85.
In the beginning of 85?
Yeah.
That's before the Sandquist one.
Yeah.
That's Molly Barker and Hannah Schultz.
Yep. And Ben.
Yeah, but
Forget about Kaiser.
right, but Ben is more of like when someone like when Marcus is on the episode, it's not the episode isn't about him.
Yeah.
It's like that's it's like Kaiser's been on like 6-7 episodes.
Yeah.
I think the last one I listened to was
Chloe.
what? Number 68, Grandpa versus the Universe.
Remember when I started doing the podcast, or I was at the Rabbit Show. I think it was like 2 years ago, and I said, I can't. You guys are making me watch this. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel where I watch paint dry, and Chloe has to watch every episode.
Yeah,
Or something
that's
like that.
that's like the equivalency of like the boringness of your podcast. So you've already done it.
But you don't listen to any of the episodes. You're 60.
And you
you're on
didn't come to
episode
my
68.
last 2 shows.
All right, I guess we're even.
We're even?
Well, how many episodes? Okay, the 2 shows. Well, okay, that we're even.
I spit my hand.
I was about to
kidding.
make a bad comparison because the 2 shows equate to like 80 hours.
No, my last 2 shows were like 4 hours and 4 hours probably, so like 8
But you can
hours.
do something else while you listen to the podcast. I have to wake up at 9 a.m. and drive 45 minutes and sit in a.
Well, you can
Poopy
be
smelling
on your
building.
phone the whole time.
Yeah, you could be on your phone the whole
Yeah, but I
time.
get yelled at when I do that.
Not unless
would
it's
you
when
do?
I'm showing.
Fun
them,
fact,
you know?
Only
Chloe.
thing you have to do is just watch when your sister's
I
up.
actually got a notification that it was the 2-year anniversary of your show because it's when my Twitter account got deleted because
Yeah,
I
I
changed
know.
my birthday to the
I
actual
was-
birthday, and they were like, "Wait a minute, you weren't 13 when you made this."
It's actually like kind of funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
2 years later, at least in hindsight.
Oh, isn't it funny that Henry's not even down here anymore?
Well, it doesn't change anything.
He knows
Henry
where he
just
went.
left.
He's such a weirdo.
Henry was listening to music at such full volume on his Alexa while we were eating dinner that you could hear it while we were watching Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was just so loud.
Nice.
He's just so annoying. He was listening to Viva La Vida, like, on repeat for, like, 20
No,
minutes.
he wasn't. We heard it once.
I hear
What's
it
his
twice.
name?
Oh, he's coming back. Maybe he's about to play some music.
Okay,
Oh,
he's
God.
wearing the
He's
Jason
wearing the
costume.
Jason costume.
What's going
People are gonna think we're crazy. People are gonna be like, "What
People
the
are
hell
gonna
are
be
they
like,
talking
Henry's
about?"
real?
Today at the fair, during the show,
Oh.
he was like, when there was a downtime, he's
Yeah.
like, let's look up Jason masks on Amazon. I want the one from Friday the 13th, part 4.
Oh
I know,
my
he
God.
wanted to buy that the other day.
Henry, have you seen any of the movies?
He better not have.
It's
No.
rated R.
You're like
rated,
acting like that. You're surprised. You don't play any games with him in it. You haven't seen any movies with him in it.
It's all YouTube.
Okay.
He knows.
Clips of it.
He knows almost.
Henry knows all
Yeah,
the
okay,
lore.
so we were looking at stuff on Amazon that's Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. Pop figures, right? Mm-hmm. There was one signed by the actor who played him in 7, 8, 9, and 10 or something like that.
Okay.
7, 8, 9, 10.
7, 8, 9, 10.
That's exactly what he just said.
And then he goes, "Oh, is that Kane Hubbard?" And I'm like, "Yep, it is."
Kane Hodder.
Oh, Hodder, sorry.
Yeah.
See, he
Maybe
knows
Henry
the
should-
actor who plays him.
Maybe Henry should be the young Jamie.
Ted Wyatt is the one who I think he played in part 4.
Oh.
Who are like the kids,
Like,
like the campers? They
camp counselors.
I don't know if there was anyone. The only famous one that I know that played little Tommy when he shaved his head. That was Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Before he was really
and Kevin Bacon played
Oh.
in the first one.
he was in the
duh.
first-
Who does he play in the first one?
Just a camper.
Who's that kid? I don't remember. There's in the Friday the 13th game. Like there's like a character you can get with a shotgun. It's like Tommy something.
Tommy Jarvis.
Tommy Jarvis.
Tommy Jarvis.
That's older version of Tommy Jarvis.
Oh.
aka Corey Feldman.
Okay.
I think the last podcast I listened to before 61 was 55. The one with all
68.
68.
So it's only when the family's on.
Yeah.
That seems kind of weird.
Well, because I know all those stories.
Did the people in the audience catch that I just knew what that episode was based on you saying the number?
You're just really smart, Lucas. You're good with math.
I'm good with this. I could literally say.
What was episode 42? Who was on it?
Oh, episode 42. That was me.
Oh.
That was me.
Surprise, surprise.
It's me, Marcus, Burrow, and Ryan. and it's called Daniel's Hobo Conspiracy.
Is that the Hobo
That's the Hobo Joe one. I know
think I
all of
watched that
them. I know all the episodes, I think. But it's kind of like
It's kind of like me knowing rabbit breeds. Like
What
useless.
number was I on before?
37.
What's that was called? That was like the Puzzler one or something like that.
That was
No.
called.
That was the
It's
one
called.
at
It was. The title was
the
kind of stupid. It was
Shrek
called like.
cabin.
It was like my dad : Father of the Year ?
Oh yeah,
Because I was trying to clickbait it because I figured that like
not a clickbait.
because I was in the middle of season 2 when no one was like listening to the podcast
I didn't
because it's
listen
during
to
the
that.
summer, kind of like now.
Yeah.
There better be so many people watching this episode.
10 million views.
If this gets 10 million views, I'll eat my shorts.
Remember when you did that and King didn't eat his thing?
Yeah, I made
Oh,
it.
that's
Hold
true.
on, shh. I'll say, I made a bet with my cousin when we were on vacation in Duluth
Henry.
because we always go to this restaurant every year, and he never finishes his meal. He's never once finished his meal there. And I said before we went there, I said, if you finish your meal here this year, I'll eat my shorts. And then he's like on his last couple bites, and I'm just like, oh crap, he's gonna finally do it. He's gonna ruin the joke. And he's like, I can't do it, Lucas. I don't even care. He's like, you can't make me.
Can I tell?
And because there is no
Yeah.
like repercussion
Right.
if he
Yeah, he can't make you. Or make you what?
he's like I don't even care about like the bet because he didn't have to do anything
If he didn't finish it, there was no
Yeah.
punishment
Yeah.
for him.
yeah,
It
except
was
that the
just
joke continues.
Can
that
I
he
talk?
still hasn't eaten.
He ate way more than he usually does.
That's true. Can you talk? Yes, please.
So, I remember one time we were gonna play.
Near the microphone, please.
We
Not
were,
that near.
we were gonna play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and then he made a bet at like 1 in the morning, because we were playing right after we played Fortnite,
Uh huh.
and then he said if I won, he would eat his shorts, and then I won, and he actually ate his shorts.
He did.
Well,
I
he
put-
didn't swallow it. He just put it in
Shocker.
his mouth.
Okay.
His dirty ones that were on his butt.
I don't remember.
Speaking, okay, when you
Gross.
said microphone to Henry, today after the show in the rabbit park, some guy picked up the microphone that was just sitting on the table, turned it on, and goes, "Attention, everyone in the barn! I just took a shit."
No,
Yes,
you guys-
he did.
No,
First.
This is first.
You weren't even in the first one.
Yes. Oh, first he did it twice.
The first one he said, announcement, everyone in the rabbit barn. I just got married, but that one's less funny.
Yeah.
But then I didn't hear that one. This is the second time, or the one I
Yeah.
heard. It was, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
I just shit myself.
Oh.
That's so funny. I wish I was there.
And
for
then
that.
all of a sudden, then
Oh.
the rabbit people were like
They
scrambling
got
Yeah,
out,
like the guys that are in charge are like, who did that?
shutting off the thing and like taking away.
So you
the
wish you were there for
microphones.
that, but nothing else that on today? That was today?
No, except for the meat sauce thing. That's it.
That's for the meat, with what?
For the meat sauce thing.
Oh my
They
God.
said meat toss.
I thought he said that too.
The annual Minnesota meat toss.
Oh my god.
People are going, who's meat sauce?
It's a local legend. It's like along the lines of McCrae and
Jason
Kubel.
Kubel.
More people know who. If you are live in Minnesota, everyone knows who meat sauce is.
Well, and Jason Kubel.
Oh, no.
I bet you, of all your family members that you see at Christmas Eve, both sides of the family, I bet you the 5 of us here know who meat sauce is, and maybe your Uncle Stu. No one else knows who it
Oh,
is.
come on.
Stu does. for
Thea
sure.
must.
That's what I said.
You said maybe.
Well,
Uncle
that's
Stu, but
Maybe.
he for
Stu
sure
does.
All of my
And
friends.
I bet you Theo does.
All of my friends
I
were
thought
talking
Jeff
about him
knew.
at because all of my friends have the relatable, like, whenever my dad gives me a ride to school, he's always listening to KFN. Meat sauce Paul Lambert.
I'm just saying,
Meat sauce Paul Lambert.
yeah.
Yeah.
Meat sauce Paul Lambert is.
Maybe I was just saying that the only people that listen to this podcast are your family members.
Yeah. No.
How would some
Quite the opposite,
1K
actually.
views?
Well, this podcast, my family listened to.
I'm not
This
going to listen to
family
it.
Yeah. Well, Chase is always like, oh, I just don't listen to that. He's like, I don't listen to the podcast with your friends because I just can't relate to them or whatever.
Oh my god.
But he really likes the ones with like grandma and grandpa and stuff.
The one.
All
Do
right.
it again,
All right. It's not that funny.
Do you have any impressions or anything?
Oh,
Oh
no.
my god.
Well, bye, I guess. Are we done?
I guess we can be.
We're gonna
Thank
close
God.
out. What time is it?
It's
It's like an hour 20 to 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's good.
It is 11:11. Make a wish, guys. Wish for this
No.
podcast. Make a wish that people like and subscribe. Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Turn
Did
on
you
the
know that-
notifications.
80% of people who are listen to my videos are
Aren't
not
you
subscribed. A lot of people who listen to my podcast
a-
think I'm annoying. Please subscribe.
A small percentage of people actually subscribe to this page. So if you like this video, consider subscribing.
Consider
it's free.
subscribing.
It's free and you can always unsubscribe. Thank you.
Is that what they all say?
And ring the bell.
That's what all
What's
the
the bell?
for notifications.
Notifications.
And if you could sometimes you have your notifications off. So go into your setting. That's what Watch Mojo does. They have this whole tutorial in the beginning of every video.
No,
go
I've
in
never
your.
seen that before.
Sometimes
And the new
YouTube
ones.
glitches as you accidentally unsubscribe.
Sometimes YouTube glitches and unsubscribes
unsubscribes
you.
you.
That's not Watch Mojo. That's Minecraft people. But then like.
More like.
And- I can't.
Oh my
Move
god.
us up.
I can't. I'm gonna start.
All right. So
We saw baby.
before we go, let's just have a fun time tomorrow and not
Mhm.
try to cry.
No drama.
Lucas, I'm not going with you, so there will be
is
no drama.
Your roommate, or Willem. I didn't.
He's
know.
moving in tomorrow as well.
Did you check to find out what time we got it down for sure?
No.
You were
What?
supposed to check your emails or check your
I
housing
specifically remember her
portal.
telling you that.
Thank you, Chloe.
Huh?
Okay.
Yep. Anyway.
I remember
Anyway.
you saying checking the housing
I'm
portal
just
for any
gonna
information.
say on this podcast.
And then I texted you a screenshot of the only thing that they sent me, which was useless information.
I'm just gonna say on this podcast, Lucas, during college, please read your stuff more
Okay.
and pay attention to what the hell is going on,
Okay,
because
no
I'm not
books.
gonna be there to remind you. Because we don't know for sure what time we're moving in and what the hell's going on.
Okay.
tomorrow.
I know Willem he's got Jonah helping him move in tomorrow
Oh, he is.
because he let Jonah borrow their truck, so then he's paying back by Jonah has to help Willem move all of his stuff into the.
Oh.
So is
Is his mom and dad helping him too?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But Jonah's like the permanent.
Wait, can I go to?
Is Jonah moving in there too?
He might have already moved in. Not for
does
sure.
Jonah go in there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Okay,
Lucas. Another
so,
person to be on the podcast.
Yeah. So let's not try to cry too much.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sure I'll be
Lucas.
a wreck.
Lucas, you're going to be so emotional.
You don't think you?
Maybe a little.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right.
I won't
Okay.
shed a tear though.
When's the last time you cried? 2016.
So stay tuned to all these podcasts.
2021.
From every podcast from now on, we'll just have me, Willem, Jonah, and Day, and
Benny T.
Benny
T.
T, and
No, you
Not
should have
one
one
person.
Hannah Steele can be on, and
You can have people on the
I'm just kidding.
other thing.
Have one of
The,
your
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah,
Teachers.
it'll be fine.
Have one of your teachers.
Oh, a professor.
Have one of my teachers say it an 8th time, Henry.
What?
Because he kept saying, "Have one of your teachers. Have one of your teachers. Have one of
You
your
weren't
teachers."
you were ignoring
Okay,
him.
fair
Lucas,
enough.
you do ignore him a lot.
Anyway.
Well, when he's sitting in the background.
You know what you could do? Have one of your teachers on there.
That's a good idea.
All right.
That's when someone like repeats a joke and then they get like they laugh.
The loud kid in the class repeats it, and then more people
Did
laugh.
you do that all the time? I bet.
No.
I don't believe you.
I would never steal someone else's joke. I would say, "Did you guys hear what Ben Kaiser just said?" And they'd be like, "What did he say?" And then I'll say that, and people laugh at me saying that when they should really be laughing at Kaiser. But I made sure, like,
So you unintentionally do it.
I unintentionally do, but I'm crediting
You give it.
Kaiser.
You give it. You so you like easy bid your jokes.
All right.
Yeah, I know
Jeez,
purposely.
I can tell Dad wants to get going.
And
Where's he
I want to
going?
go to bed.
Well, then quit talking.
Yeah, you're the
Shut
one
up.
keeping this podcast going.
I'm
All
just
right.
the only one
Anyway,
keeping this alive, man.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Good night.
Bye, guys.
All right, Tommy,
Peace out.
play that music.